Hey everyone, welcome to Studio SNC. Let's get started today on all fours with your hands directly in line with your shoulders, your knees in line with your hips, and your length in your neck. So starting off with the crown of your head, tuck the chin in slightly, feel the length in the back of the neck, push into those hands so that your shoulder blades part slightly, creating space here in between the shoulder blades. Then draw the belly button up slightly to straighten through that lower back, sending the tailbone to the back of your room. Breathing in, we're going to shift the body weight forward, feel that gentle stretch in your wrists. As you exhale, send the weight back towards your heels. Press the armpits down. Breathing in through the nose if you can, send the body weight forward, keep that belly button drawn up towards the lower back, protecting your lower back here, and then exhale, flowing backwards, press the armpits down. One last time just like this, feeling the stretch in the wrist, the weight shift to the fingertips, breathing out through the mouth if you can, send the bum back to the heels. Inhale, we're going to send the weight forward, but as you do, reach your right arm back, and reach the right arm all the way out in front and the hips come back to the start. Inhale, hips go back. Left arm sweeps all the way around, all the way out in front, hand finds the floor. So reach the hips back, breathe in, and then breathing out, sweep that right arm all the way out in front and back to the start. Inhale, hips go back. And then sweep the left arm as you send the weight back to that all fours position. Breathing in, reach the hips back, and then that right arm comes back as the hips go forward, sending the arm out to the beginning. And last time, hips go back, bit of coordination kicking in now, and then the hips come forward, the left arm sweeping all the way back to the start. From here, we tuck the toes under. Knees in line with the hips, have a look between the legs, there should be a gap there. We're gonna relax that right arm into an I surrender or a cactus-like shape. From here, we inhale, lift through the head and the chest, finding that extension. Exhale, round through the spine. As you do, pull the elbow into the rib cage. So breathing in, extension of the spine, strengthening through the left shoulder here. Exhale, squeeze that right elbow a little tighter into the rib cage. Feel the side back muscles on the right side working. Inhale, extension, release slightly through that right elbow. Exhale, flexion of the spine. One last time on this side. Breathing in, lifting, finding a curve in the spine. Exhale, pulling the elbow in. And then release it out. Right hand finds the mat, left arm into that cactus-like shape. Breathing in, we lift the chest. Exhale, pull the left elbow into the rib cage as you round, flexing through the spine. So making shapes with your back, that curve, your extension, lifting the chin, creating space in the front, and exhale that flexion. Draw the belly button in, pull that left elbow in towards the ribs. Breathing in, releasing the left elbow slightly, finding that extension, and then exhale, pulling it in, rounding into flexion, side back muscles working on the left side. 2 more times. Breathing in, breathing out, pull the elbow in, and then last time, inhale, release slightly with that left elbow. Exhale, pull the elbow in. From here, hands come in front of your shoulders. Press the armpits down to the floor, send the hips back. Keep the toes tucked if you can here. Feeling a release in the Achilles heels and the calves as well. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we send that weight forward, finding a half plank position. Push into the hands so the shoulder blades part slightly again. Spin the inner elbows forward. Your posterior pelvic tilt, tailbone tucked. So toes are tucked. Inhale, lift that right knee. Keep the hips and the pelvis steady, then lower the right knee. Come up onto the left toes, send that left leg back straight and lower back down. Breathing in, right knee lifts, keeping the hips as steady, as stable as possible. And then the left knee lifts and lower with control. Those middle fingers are facing forward. You're keeping the strength in that upper back and shoulders. Inhale, and then exhale, release. One last set, breathing in. Right knee lifts, exhale, lower. Keep the core strong and the left knee lifts, and then lower it down. Send the hips back again. Press the armpits to the floor. And then from here, we slide the hands in, flip over onto your bum, cross the ankles, hands coming to outer edges of the feet, the opposite feet if you can. If you can't, take hold of your knees with just the ankles crossed. Tuck the chin in, we inhale, roll back. Exhale, make your way up. Then you add your crisscross for crab. Inhale, crisscross the ankles. Exhale, catch those feet and make your way back up. Breathe in, crisscross, exhale. So the movement is fast. Try and slow down the rolling so you've got extra time to crisscross, showing you've control over the exercise. Pull the heels in closer to the thighs. Draw that belly button in, crisscross, make your way up. 2 to go. Breathe in. Maybe your hands are on your knees, that's perfectly fine too. Last one, inhale, crisscross, exhale, bring it up. From here, pull the heels as close to the hips as possible. Send the upper body forward, rounding through the spine, tuck the chin, gently turning your right or your chin towards your right shoulder, chin back down to the chest, chin towards the left shoulders, forearms resting on your thighs. Do it again one last time, loosening through the neck. And then the chin comes down through the center, chin to the left shoulder. Allow the head hang here and nod the head up and down as if you're saying yes. And then side to side as if you're saying no. And then lift through the upper body. Bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. Come down onto the forearms and the elbows. So opening through the chest here, stabilizing through the shoulders, the pelvis, lower back, trying to get it closer to the floor. You'll feel the base of the spine on the mat here. Draw the belly button in, breathe in, right leg lifts into tabletop, exhale, release it down, left leg comes up. So the movements from the hips here, not from the knees, not from the ankles. Breathing in, left knee in line with your hip, exhale, lower it down. Notice if your chest and chin has dipped down into the shoulders. Lift it up, strong posture. Engaging through the tummy muscles. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, leave that right leg in tabletop. Bring the left leg to join toe tap. Movement comes from the hips. You're going to feel it in the lower tummy muscles straight away. Keeping the core deeply engaged. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Knee only comes up in line with the hips, so don't draw the knee all the way into the shoulders. If you feel this is too much, go halfway with the leg. You don't have to tap the floor. Keep the core engaged, chin slightly tucked, strong upper body posture. Breathe in and breathe it out. Last 2 breath cycles here. And one last time, right and left. And release. Slowly make your way down onto your back. Hug the knees in, gently rock from side to side, massaging the base of the spine, the mid-spine, the upper back, the head. Allow the feet find the floor. And then rest the arms down by your side. Tuck the chin in slightly here. Breathe in, right leg comes into tabletop, left leg comes to join. So single leg stretch, a version of it. Glue that lower back to the mat, even if it means the knees come closer to the upper body. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, extend that right leg. Go as low as you want, as long as you don't lose control over the movement. So if your tummy muscles are doming, if the lower back is pinching, go higher with the leg. Exhale out completely. Send that right leg as low as you can, but don't force it. Maybe it's up towards the ceiling. Breathe out through the mouth, that HA sound helping target those inner tummy muscles, your transverse abdominis. Inhale, bend back in. Breathe out, stretch, lower it down, and breathe in, bend back into tabletop. Exhale, stretch, and lower. And inhale, bend back in. Breathe out, stretch, and then inhale, bend back in. Left leg, lower it as much as you can. Imagine you're sending your foot or your leg through something resistant, so that you're not just throwing the leg out there. The movement is smooth and flowing. The legs are engaged and working. Bend in. Last time on the left side, breathe out, stretch, and inhale, bend. Feet come to the floor, hip width apart into your shoulder bridge. Breathe in, press the lower back into the floor. Breathe out, push with the feet, lift the hips high. Inhale at the top, squeeze through the glutes. Exhale, release the spine down vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly and controlled. Allow your hips find their natural shape. From here, inhale, allow the knees fall to either side, coming onto the outer edges of the feet. Exhale, the feet firmly on the floor, shoulder bridge again. Breathe in, draw the belly button in, press the lower back down. This time as you come up, see if you can lift the heels as you peel the spine up. Maybe adjust the head if you need to, if you feel that head's been pulled further away. Tuck the chin, inhale at the top, press down with the arms here. Exhale, draw the belly button in and coming down slowly, controlled. Think of yourself breathing your vertebrae out one at a time. And then feel the shape of the hips form at the bottom. And then releasing the heels, inhale, knees fall to either side. A gentle inner thigh, groin stretch. And then release the feet firmly on the floor. Back to the start, breathe in, press the lower back down. Breathe out, push with the feet, peel up. Coming up onto the toes as you do, press into those arms. Relax through the face, inhale, and then as you exhale, allow the spine come down slowly and controlled. Noticing if you're struggling to separate part of your spine, whether it's the mid or the lower back. Feel the hips find their shape. Release the heels, allow the knees fall out to either side. And then feet find the floor. One last time, breathe in, press the lower back down. Breathe out, we push with the feet, lift the heels up. Being patient with your body, focusing on your posture, the quality of the movement rather than the repetition. At the top, you're breathing in. As you breathe out, release the spine down, slowly flowing through it. Feel the hips find their shape. Allow the heels rest. Allow the knees open up wide and then bring the knees directly up towards the ceiling. From here, two legs find tabletop or knees in line with your hips, hands, arms down by your side. We're going to lift through the upper body, stretch the fingertips away and then start pulsing vigorously. So a form of 100 or the 100 here. Tuck the chin in, draw the belly button in towards that lower back. See if you can straighten those legs out, squeeze the thighs together, keep going with that movement in the upper body. Strong arms, movement is from the shoulders, making wind with those arms. Tuck the chin in, breathe. Exhale it out completely. Last 2 breath cycles, point the toes, squeeze the thighs a little bit closer together. And then relax, hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock from side to side here. Massage the spine on the floor. From here, slip the hands in underneath your bum or your lower back. So the thumbs are kind of, they are framing your sacrum, the base of your spine. Add a little wobble, massaging the upper glutes. Maybe allowing one hip lift and then the other. And then back through the center. Lift through the head and the chest here. If you need support on the head, you can lower the head to the floor. From here, lift the legs straight up towards the ceiling. We're doing scissors without the arms and adding a little pulse at the top. So the hands are there to support the lower back. But if this is uncomfortable or if you want to come into a sit-up position, you can do that also. Pulse 1, 2 and release. Pulse 1, 2 and release. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth with your HA sounding breath. Last 3 here. Right up, right down, right up, and right down. Last time. Feeling those lower tummy muscles working hard and relax. Hug the knees into the chest, gently rock from side to side. Now hands to the backs of the legs. We're going to rock. Deep breath in, breathe out, rock up into your seated position. Tuck the chin in, find your version of rolling back. Maybe it's small, maybe it's slightly bigger, but keep it the same position throughout. Inhale, roll onto your shoulders. Exhale, bring it up. This time we're going to add to it. Breathe in, roll. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, stretch for the arms and the legs. Exhale, catch. Breathe in, roll back. Exhale, bring it up. Breathe in, stretch, engage. Exhale, catch. Breathe in, roll back onto the shoulders. Exhale, bring it up. Keep that chin slightly tucked. So you trust you're going back onto your shoulders. You're not looking behind you to see where you're going. We stretch those legs out. We catch the legs in. Breathe in, breathe out. Find length. And exhale, catch one last time. Inhale, rock. Exhale, roll. Breathe in, stretch it out. and exhale, catch. Flip over onto your right side, lower down onto the forearm and the elbow. From here, place your left hand on your hip, chest is open, knees closer to you is a little easier, further away, more challenging. So we're going to inhale, stretch, exhale, stack and bend. So left leg, send it out, and then stack and bend. Keep it going, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, stretch it out, point through those toes. Feel those obliques working hard. If you feel this is too much, just keep those knees stacked. Lift slightly off the floor if it's too much to lift as high or this high. Breathe in and breathe out, stack. 4 to go. Breathe in, lift, point. Exhale, feel those side tummy muscles, your hips kicking in as well. Last 2, breathe in, stretch. Exhale, one last time, stretch it out. And then bring it down. From here, lower down onto your forearm, your elbow, or maybe a long arm. Depending what's more comfortable for you. Extend the legs out straight. Keep that left hand out in front for the start. Press into the right side of the rib cage and start kicking back and forward. So again, a hip movement, not from the knees, not from the ankles. Feel it in the lower abdomen, the obliques, the hips. If you can balance, reach away. Keep the movement going. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. 2 more breath cycles here. And last one, and release. From here, the legs come slightly ahead of the long spine. Send that right arm out in front. Left hand to your hip, we fold it up. Add little pulses. So you're gonna feel it deep in the obliques, deep in the shoulders. So teeny tiny movements. If this is too much, you bend the knees to take away from that hip action. Last 2, 1, and release. Flip over. Okay, onto your left side, starting off with that right hand on your hip. Forearm, elbow are on the floor. Breathe in, we lift, straighten out through that right leg. Exhale, tap it down. Breathe in, stretch. Exhale, tap it down. Breathe in, stretch. You got your options. You can keep the knees stacked. You don't have to come up as high if you want, but again, it's up to you. Think of opening up as you lift, finding length, and then controlling it on the way down. Extend, bend, and release. Don't flop down to the floor. Keep it smooth. 4 here. Breathe in, find length. Lower it down. The movement's slightly quicker. Extend and lower. Last 2. Lift, lengthen. Lower down one last time. Lift it up and lower it down. Find that sideline position that suits your body. Doesn't matter what it is. 2 legs are long. Right hand out in front. Swim with the hips. Swim with the legs. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Pressing down with the left side of the rib cage. Reach away with the right arm if you can balance comfortably. Keep the kicking going. Point through the toes. No bend in the knees. No movement in the ankles. Okay, last 3. Last 2. And 1 more. And then lower the legs down. Send that left arm out in front. Right hand to the hip. Legs slightly ahead of the hips. Fold up. Add little pulses. And maybe this side feels harder than the other. You've got the option. You can bend the knees. Very small movements. So keep those legs strong. Pulsing through those obliques. Last 3, 2, 1. And bring it down. Okay, legs come forward. Finding your way down onto the mat as quickly as you can, and then allow your body find that position that works for you in this moment. Let it happen. Close the eyes. Let everything just slow down even. Your breath, your body, your mind. Relaxing through the muscles in the face, the muscles in the arms and the legs. Let your belly open out, up, back, to the side. Your breath slowing, deepening. And then your exhale out, slow. Allowing yourself to release and surrender into the mat. Following that inhale And following your exhale, allow your body to surrender on every level. Now coming back to your body, wiggling through the fingers, the toes. Allow that head to gently sway from side to side. Welcome your knees into your chest, hugging your knees in. Again, add that rock to wake the back up, the head, the neck. Slip the hands to the backs of the legs. Breathe in, give yourself a hug. Exhale, make your way up into a seated position. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.